Yes, I mean, relationship is a very, very interesting category, and like I said, it is one of the most polluted categories as well. Here's the most common. When we started out, we were deeply into each other, and we'll spend a lot of time together. We try to take care of each other in every possible way, and we enjoyed each other's company. First couple of years were awesome, and after that came the kids and our careers. And the careers became intense. There were lots of responsibilities on us. We used to care about each other, but now we don't have the time to actually, translate those into actions. So initially, looking good for each other, or being together was really, really important. And now we spend more time dressing up for office rather than for each other. And all that energy which used to define a relationship has faded and cannibalized by demands with kids, demands with work, demands with other household chores. We do not have enough time together anymore. And finally, when we do get some time, we're exhausted from our duties or responsibilities. And that's how relationship goes, starting with this immense potential to descending into mediocrity. That's the most common story I've seen with couples. And I would say over the years, they naturally, devolve into that state. Isaac Newton has a couple of incredible laws of thermodynamics, which you can apply over here. So Newton proved that any closed system will naturally fall apart over time unless energy is actually put back into that system from outside. So no matter what you see around us, there's a constant state of decay, and that's why cars rust, bodies get old, that's why everything ends up disorganizing. Newton proved this. The only way to counteract is to put positive energy back into the system. And how does this apply to your relationship? Well, I'll just tell you how does this apply to relationship right now. The natural state of things is the tendency to disorganize or decay. Now, this will happen to your relationship if you don't consciously put back energy and thought into it continuously. And what is the best way to do that? Is through habits, is through repeated behaviors to keep things moving in the right directions. So, to make that happen, the first thing that I would like everyone to do is, again, ask questions. Ask those 4 questions and figure out what relationships really mean to you, and figure out what kind of relationship do you really want in life. What does romance mean to you? What does love mean to you? What does friendship mean to you in a relationship? And answer those questions together as a couple. There is this one very, very interesting concept that I want to tell you, and again, this is going to be very, very path-breaking for you. Whenever relationships have a problem, we make it about a person. All right. So you would say this person is like this, and that is why we have a problem in the relationship. This person is really, really needy, and that's why we have a problem in the relationship. This person is very, very controlling, and that is why we have a problem in the relationship. Or this person is very ambitious, or this person is very lazy. All these adjectives that we use to define each other. That's not correct. Any relationship on the face of a planet, if ever faces a problem, it is because there is a lack of unified vision. Think about it. How can 2 people live together happily in a married in a married arrangement, or just be in love together, when they do not really know what is their unified vision, when they don't really know what do they want to achieve out of each life category together? It's partnership is beautiful. Partnership is empowering. Partnership is loving and caring and inspiring and all about evolution, actually, positive evolution. But how will that happen when 2 people who are supposed to live life together in tandem actually are not heading to the same destination? And how will they head to the same destination if they were not taught to create a unified vision for themselves in every life category, or to set goals that both of them are working towards in tandem to achieve, to actually live an extraordinary life? And that is where the lack of balance comes in. because one partner wants um, extreme financial success and the other partner could be a minimalist. One partner has an idea of parenting that is, very, very authoritative, and the other partner feels that the parenting style has to be very, very communicative. We have to communicate with the child. One partner wants to a certain kind of a car, and the other person wants a certain, kind of a vehicle. Like these small decisions, like I told you, small decisions every day. What do we eat? One person wants to go the healthy way, the other person wants to go the unhealthy way, and then you have those discussions in the morning where you're, basically you're criticizing your partner's choice of food, of clothing, of everything. Now, the idea is not to change the other person. The idea has to create a unified vision so that you know what is that you both expect from life and what is where you want to go. And this also holds true for people who are dating or who are in any kind of a committed relationship, to actually figure out if that is the person you want to marry, if that is the person you should live your whole life with. Then you should go through all these categories and understand if you have a common vision. And for people who are married, how this works is, you will understand when you do a lot of self introspection and break those myths, you will, I'm sure, be able to build a common platform. It is possible. No matter how much we exaggerated, he's different and I'm different and chalk and cheese, it's not like that. At the bottom, we all want the same thing. I haven't met a single person in my life who doesn't want to be happy, who doesn't want love abundance, okay, who doesn't want financial abundance. I haven't met anyone, and I'm sure even you haven't. So when deep down, all what we want is similar things. It's only that the route to that destination has to be carved out. And especially in a relationship, it is important to understand it is not about the person, it is about a lack of a common vision. Please understand, if two people have to be in the same boat, if they need to know where they're heading so that they row accordingly. Okay, otherwise you'll just keep going in circles, which happens every day. So that is one idea, one very, very powerful concept that I want you to understand and grab, and please share it with your spouse as well, or your partner, or whatever kind of relationship you're in. Just please share this with that person. It's really, really important.